Hello and welcome to Board Stupid. My name's Wayne.
And I'm Matt.
And we're here to talk to you about the 5 best games that are new releases that we played at Spiel 2023. Yeah, baby. Matt, how was your first experience at Spiel?
It was amazing. It was probably the best thing ever happened in my life.
The best thing you've ever done, ever.
So many games to play, so much stuff to buy, unfortunately for our wallet.
Oh man.
And so many good people. We met a lot of the publishers, a lot of the designer, the artists, and let me tell you one thing, sitting at a table with the designer of a game, explaining you what the game does is something that you need to try.
It really is, yeah. If you're a board game nerd, it's like your perfect dream holiday. It's like the perfect weekend away. So we'd thoroughly recommend going, and you can bet your ass we're going again next year.
Absolutely.
And without further ado, we're going to get into our top 5. And just before we do, little disclaimer. We didn't play everything at Spiel.
Probably impossible.
Probably impossible. I don't think it's physically possible. So of the stuff that we did play, 20 or so, 20 plus games, these are our 5 favourites of new releases. But yeah, there's a lot there. Our number 5 is Unrest. Now, Unrest is a 2-player game, plays in about 20 minutes, designed by Brendan Hansen, and published by Pandasaurus Games. Tell us about Unrest, Matt.
As you said, it's a 1 versus 1 game, completely asymmetric. One side plays as the Empire, one side plays as the Rebellion. You fight against controlling some territories. The unique thing of this game is that it's so asymmetric that one faction plays with cards, one faction plays with tokens. So the Empire will have tokens that will stop the rebel from doing something or reaching a certain location or destroying their cards, while the rebels will just play their cards and they will play something similar to a Land and Sea. This is absolutely unique. I mean, again, if you like Land and Sea, if you like Ratlands or Netrunner, this is the game for you.
Absolutely, like a super light version of that. They've already got a expansion in the works for this as well, which is super exciting. Yeah, we played it. It's super tightly balanced, brilliant little 1 versus 1 battling game. That's Unrest.
Totally, check it out, guys.
Absolutely. Our number 4 is Maps of Misterra. Maps of Misterra plays 1 to 4 players in 45 to 60 minutes, designed by, here we go, right, I've got it here, Matteo Bossu, Thomas Cariat, and Timothy DeCroix. I'm so sorry for butchering your names. They're going to sue us, but I'm so sorry. But if they don't sue us, this is a great game.
This is absolutely a great game. Yeah, absolutely. It's a gem. We pass by the sit-down stand for every day, and every day it was packed from like first hours to the end of the day. We managed finally on the last day to sit down and play the game. And after 10 minutes we were playing, I got up and I went to buy it because it's an absolute gem.
That's absolutely amazing. Yeah, quite right. We immediately knew after 10 minutes that this game was golden. Really, really smart. Published by Sit Down Games, and it has these great elements of area control, of tile laying, a little bit of open drafting, and I love all of those things in games. And it does some really clever stuff.
And it's so interactive. Each player will screw what you're trying to do, and vice versa. We played last night 4 players, and it was it was so good.
Really, really fun. Doesn't outstay its welcome. Before you know it, the game is over. Easy to set up, relatively easy to teach, and it does something very different that I've seen from tile laying games. Not only do you care about the tiles in the central board, you also care about the cards that you place on your personal board, and that's quite unique. And they both have separate scoring conditions, but both interlink. So really, really smart design.
And the design gets into the team, so you're basically an explorer that's trying to map a certain island, this Misterra island, and so you will have your own map that you need to fill with your tiles. At the same time, you will have the actual island map that is going to be filled with tiles once the people discover them. try it.
Yeah,
Give it a go.
It's a good one.
It's a gem again.
Absolutely. Yeah. Maps of Misterra are number 4. Our number 3 is Haunted Lands by Ludus Magnus Games. This is 2 to 4 players, plays in about 60 minutes, designed by Leonardo Romano, and as you say, published by Ludus Magnus Games. And what an absolute unknown find this was for us as we were walking around Spiel.
I think this was like complete surprise.
Complete
we didn't know
surprise.
anything about the game.
No.
We saw it on the table, we sat down, we played it, and we loved it.
Fell in love with it. It's absolutely stunning. We did like a preview episode of Spiel. We went through like 50 games or something like that were all really exciting. It didn't pop up in any of those. And I don't know why, because it's really freaking good. It's got great elements of a little bit of pick up and deliver, generating resources and building buildings. You've got unlockable powers, really great things that I like, really great Eurogame.
Yeah, and we had an interview with the designer
Leonardo.
With Leonardo, check it out. We'll leave the link
Somewhere up around here somewhere.
And he was explaining us how this game is a Euro game. They got with some. It's more on the lighter side. It's more like an introduction game to the Euro mechanics. So it's much more for everyone. But that's why we loved it, because we know that we're gonna sit down with other people that don't play Euro games every day and still be able to explain it in 15-20 minutes and then play for hours.
Absolutely.
And yeah, you got a little bit of forexes, you got like
that's right.
work placement and area control. Is great. It's just great, and the production is a Ludus Magnus production.
It's top
over
notch.
the top.
Yeah,
it's over the top.
It's
just
such
like
a beautiful,
so good.
beautiful game. And it was one of the first things that when we walked past their stand, it really caught the eye. I mean, it's just beautiful. The art design is great, cutesy, but without being over the top. Really approachable. And like I say, it's a sort of relatively simple Euro game, but there's plenty of substance there to get into as well to keep you coming back for it. It's a fantastic game. Haunted Lands, well, probably our biggest surprise of Spiel.
Yes.
And absolutely deserving of our number 3. Our number 2, The Fox Experiment. It plays 1 to 4 players in about 60 minutes, designed by Elizabeth Hargrave and Jeff Fraser, I'm sorry, Jeff, and is published by Pandasaurus Games. This is a fantastic game. What did you think of The Fox Experiment, Matt?
Well, let's start saying that this is another hit from Pandasaurus.
Another one.
It's just like, seems like the guys just like...
They're knocking it out of the park.
After the other. Well, it's a game designed by Elizabeth Hargrave, that is the same designer of Wingspan. So you do the math, how good this game is.
Yeah, it's really good. It's got a little bit of dice pool building, kind of like engine building, but we played it recently, as you can see. You get handfuls of dice that you get to chuck, and it's really great. It's definitely a Euro game, has this wonderful theme all over it where you are domesticating wild foxes, and everything is sort of built into that theme. You've got studies, you've got patrons for your research, you are unlocking new powers on your board. Really fun, really fascinating, and it does something quite unusual in board games. It has these elements of roll and write.
Yes.
So you're also writing on cards to create new puppies, which is just
pretty
fantastic.
unique. That's pretty unique. If you play Wingspan, you will get some of the feelings from that game. But I think this one fixed those few things that I find a little bit clunky in Wingspan, for example, when you don't get the food that you need for turns after turn after turn. This one is much more fluid, and it's great. It's
absolutely fantastic game, great Euro game. Much like Wingspan, probably even less interactive than that. You're certainly playing your own game.
Yes.
But there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. We love a little bit of multiplayer solitaire on the channel, and it's a fantastic example of that, and has a wonderful production. Again, doesn't outstay its welcome. Once you know the game, 5 rounds, you blast through.
Yes.
And then that's it. So certainly check this out. This is our number 2, The Fox Experiment. And our number 1, our favourite game of the games that we played at Spiel that's new, Art Society by Mighty Boards. This is a 2 to 4 player game, plays in about 30 to 60 minutes, is again published by Mighty Boards and is just wonderful.
What a game.
What a great game. It's such a good game.
These went sold out in minutes.
Yeah, basically day 2 I think it's gone.
It's absolutely amazing. Again, it's a tile placement game with a bidding aspect.
Yeah, that's really good.
It's really good. It's basically, think about something like Patchwork, add to it the bidding for the pieces instead of the running elements that you got on Patchwork. But at the same time, you need to think about what your entire board is gonna look like, because that, of course, gonna score you points. So yes, there is a lot of things going on with this game. There is a lot of times to think about it. There is a lot of things that kind of like in the Tetris way, trying to fit, to find the right spots for the right art. And and talking about art, the design and everything is absolutely
it's glorious. It's
amazing.
Glorious. Yeah, they got on a bunch of different artists to contribute to the artwork in here, and it is absolutely magic. There's like plays on famous artworks that you might know, and completely unique art as well. Absolutely spectacular. Not hyper complicated as well. Easy enough to teach, very simple to play, and again gets out of the way pretty quickly within the hour. And it has lots of things to think about. The bidding is marvellous. Absolutely love the bidding.
It gets competitive.
Yeah, it's competitive, really, absolutely. But it also, sometimes you might want to bid low because there's some really clever mechanisms. It has like a dynamic market where the value of different art goes up depending on who didn't buy it. Like Van Gogh back in the day, no one liked him at the time, but his stuff ended up going in the museum, and suddenly he's one of the most prestigious artists in the world. And it kind of mirrors that, where the stuff that people didn't buy goes in the museum and it increases that type of art's value over time. Really, really smart design. Really, really clever. And yeah, we fell in love with it. And I did the same thing as you with Maps of Misterra. We played it and I went, buying that. And we managed to buy it like pretty early on.
I did not manage to get a copy at Spiel, but I come back home and I pre-ordered
it from Mighty Boards,
just because it's like, I need to have this game. Because I know, again, that is easy enough to teach and it's beautiful to look.
It's great.
And the game just flows and it's just like, it's great. It's
great fun. Yeah, played it with a bunch of different people at this point and it's absolutely magic. So this is our number 1, Art Society. Thank you for joining us to check out the top 5 new releases that we managed to play at Spiel 2023. And if you like this content, please be sure to check out the rest of our videos, especially the Spiel content, on our YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram, like, share, and subscribe for more. Take it easy.
Ciao.